The second question we did in section 3.2.1 today asked us to examine what is a solution. They gave us two problems and then asked us to think about it. And in the first one, they gave us Preston, who looked and said, Preston solved the equation 3x minus 2 equals 8 and got the solution x equals 100. Is he correct, and how do we know? What we talked about in the last problem is to basically check something. We plug it back in and see what we get. So if I plug 100 back in for x, I get 3 times 100 minus 2 equals 8. Question mark, does it equal 8? 3 times 100 is 300 minus 2. 300 minus 2 is 298. So my big question is, does 298 equal 8? Let's stop on that one for a moment and let's go over to the other one. And tells us that Edwin solved the equation 2x plus 3 minus x equals 3x minus 5 and got the solution x equals 4. Is he correct, and how do we know? So let's do the same thing we did before. Let's plug in the value that he thinks x should be. Okay, 2 times 4 is 8, plus 3, 8 plus 3 minus 4, 3 times 4 is 12 minus 5. 8 plus 3 is 11 minus 4, and 11 minus 4 is 7. 12 minus 5 is 7. And so the question is, does x equal 4, when we put it in, gives us 7 equals 7. And is that equal to each other? So let's look back at our two problems. In the first problem, he said his answer was 100 for this. We plugged it in and we got 298 equals 8. In the second problem, we plugged in 4 and we've got 7 equals 7. Which one of those is equal to on both sides? The 7 equals 7 is equal. So we would say that this one is a solution. And it's a solution because it's the number that when we put it in to our expressions on each side actually gives us the same value when we simplify. And so we got down to 7 equals 7. I think it makes sense that 298 doesn't equal 8, and so putting that number in really doesn't give us a number or give us the value for the expression on both sides that are the same. So this one is not, and this one is yes. Should probably say no and yes. And the reason why is because it does not give us the same number on both sides. And this one is a solution because it actually does give us the same value on each side. Now remember, this is just how we check it. This one we checked and it was wrong. This one we checked and it is right. And so we would say that 100 is not a solution, but we would say that 4 is. And so 4 is the correct answer on this problem.